So without further ado, the one, the only, Sheriff Joe Arpalo.
Thank you, thank you. I just haven't been to bed for 2 nights flying around Kentucky and on those airplanes, but I would not miss this for anything. Right, Mary? All right. Well, I have a hero. I said that a couple of months ago. It happens to be our president. But you're a hero for what you've been doing. We went down to the border together, right? I don't know if she violated 2 laws or not, but she kind of stuck her foot into Mexico. And it was very easy. You had a little fence way down here. You didn't have to climb it. So that showed how easy it is to get into Mexico. I was worried about you. I wouldn't do that. That would put me in jail if I did it, but you got by with it. So anyway, thank you, and thank you for your group and what you've been doing and will continue to do. I heard the congressman mention passing a law on fake Social Security, if I heard him right. We blocked up thousands and thousands and thousands of people on these investigations on the workplace. 99, of course, everybody says all I do is lock up, workers, janitors. They forget to say 99% of the people we arrested have fake Social Security. Nobody talks about that. So I'm glad the congressman is trying to zero in on that situation. So I don't know how to say this. I'm very, my condolences go out for the latest victim. Remember the 20-year-old? Which, by the way, murder is a crime against the state. Remember that. So I was a little disappointed at the family, the way they said this is all politics. We made politics out of the death of that young girl. I'm not going to go further what they said, but it kind of made me sad. You know the president. I know the president. We know that it's from his heart, has nothing to do with politics. Nothing to do with politics. But sometimes you have to talk about politics to get the politicians to do something. To do something. And I spent 50 years of my life all over the world fighting this problem, plus the drug traffic. Now, when you say build a wall, I wish some people would also, I know the president has said it, the wall is important for illegal immigration, but it's more important, you're not going to like this, but maybe you will, for all the drugs coming into our country. I was in Johnson County, Kentucky, talked to hundreds of school kids. They got the most serious drug problem in history in that small town. So we have to stop the drug traffic also from coming into our country. And I don't care if they build a wall up to Mars or the moon to keep the drugs out of this country. And a lot of the drug traffickers are connected to illegal immigration too. So you're killing 2 birds with 1 stone. Now, I have nothing against the media. I don't even know where you guys are from. I'm sure you're not from Phoenix. Maybe you are, or the border, I don't know. But I have they call me what do they call me, a publicity hound? That's okay. Because if you can get the story out, it's important. So I wish the media, I'm not criticizing you guys, but I wish you would talk more about the victims, and those type of stories. You don't have to say, go back on how they were killed and so on, but do some nice stories about our victims and let the public know. You got the power of the press to put more to this issue. And so I would beg you to do that, because the public has to know the real story on what's going on illegal immigration. some people say, well, other people are killing people. Okay, we had crime all over our country, vicious crime, but you have to understand one thing. If that illegal was not here, we wouldn't be talking about the victims. We got problems elsewhere, but why can't we stop at least the illegal immigration problem and erase that problem? But, it's a big border. As I say, I spent 50 years on both sides. And I said something in that little high school that I just got back from Kentucky. And I said this, and after 50 years of fighting this problem, especially the drug problem, I remember when I was a young federal agent, narcotic agent, how do you solve the drug problem? Education, prevention, and put the dope peddlers in jail. They're still talking about that. Nothing changed in 50 years, and we have a more serious drug problem. Right now, killing our young people. So we got the drugs killing our young people, and we got the illegals killing your loved ones. But don't give up. Fight to the end. I don't know, I see the Capitol back there. I'm not going to criticize the politicians, but maybe under the leadership of our president, maybe they'll do something about this problem. And I hate to bring politics in, but let's face it, politics is involved in this problem. So I feel sorry for the victims. We should never forget the victims. Let's do this quite often. Keep sending that message out. And let's hope that we don't have more victims with illegal immigration. And it can be done. The greatest country in the world. And you're trying to tell me we can't stop this problem? I'm going to go back just, how much time do I have? Well, other people talk long. Where's the guy that's running this place? Hey.
You have all the
She says I have all the time in the world. Good. Good. I'm going to keep talking until the press leaves. I thought Phoenix was bad. This is awful. I served 3 times in Washington. But let me tell you a little story about how things can be done. I think the president is slowly getting there. But I remember G. Gordon Liddy. I don't know if you remember him, of Watergate fame. He and I ran an operation at the border called Intercept 1969. President Nixon said, we're going to do everything we can to stop the drugs from coming into our country, including take away their foreign aid. So 2 weeks. We actually didn't close the border, came pretty close, searched every car, backed it up to Mexico City. That sent a message. Mexico hated us. Just by chance, I took over as the director in Mexico and South America. How do I get the Mexicans on our side? Now, I love it when the president goes to see Putin and the Rocket Man and all that. I love it. You deal with your enemies. You go in the back room, light up a cigar. Well, he doesn't smoke. I don't know about what Putin does. So that's how you do it. So I had the Attorney General of Mexico over my house. And the first time he said he liked blueberry pie. So my wife of 61 years, I'm still eating blueberry pie, cooked blueberry pie for the Attorney General. And I was pretty sharp. I went to the PX and got some whiskey. So the point is, I got more done with whiskey and blueberry pie than the big stick. So that's how you do it. I see the president is trying to make some good with the new president, but you never surrender. So we have to do something in Mexico to stop them from putting drugs in our country. So once again, I'm going to talk about the media. You guys and gals are very important. Please start talking about the serious issue and the victims of illegal immigration. So, Mary Ann, I want to thank you again for your courage and that you avoided being arrested. Maybe they'll got a warrant for you anyway. I don't know, but I'm not a sheriff anymore. I can't do anything for you. But thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Sheriff Joe, thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you.